In March, China's 2026 two sessions focuses on technology, industrial upgrading, and improving people's livelihoods. Which of these priorities align most closely with Rwanda's current development needs? And where do you see the concrete opportunities for China-Rwanda partnership, cooperation?
Yeah, aligned on so many fronts with China. The two sessions I have attended 6 since I arrived in China. Every time, every year you attend, of course, you listen to the report of what has been delivered in the previous year, but also you get to, I listen so much on the vision and what the future perspectives of what the government wants to do, the focus, the technology, and new tools of transformation and people's livelihood are things that resonate with what we are trying to do in Rwanda. Our vision has always been building a knowledge-based economy. By knowledge-based economy, you want to invest in human capital. And human capital, you have to focus on the youth because they are the future. And when you look at the policies, the Chinese philosophy in transforming China has always been built around the people. In one of the books that have been authored by His Excellency President Xi, you across the board, every book you read, he emphasizes on the importance of putting people at the center of everything the government does. That's exactly what Rwanda has done all these years, to make sure that everything you do evolves around the people themselves to improve their lives, but they have to be part of it. I think in one of the governance books, President Xi says the people are our masters, meaning the masters of the government. They're the ones who guide the government's thinking and plans. The two sessions, when you look at the reports that come from CPPCC, it is a collection of so many ideas across the country, from the grassroots all the way to the top level, which forms now the basis for the new policies and laws. So the response to that is what now is going to be discussed in the two sessions on how we build on what we have done using technologies, going to high quality development. We have been industrialized. What do we do to make sure that our industries do not affect our environment? How do we make sure that the lives of our people are improved? And from that perspective, then Rwanda finds itself in a very good position to work with China on those important things, because they are also reflected in our national strategy for transformation and Vision 2050. So our collaboration with China in terms of technology, improving lives of our people in health, in education, and the green development, we are very, very much aligned with what China is doing, and all the programs that are being funded now from China also are aligned with those policies that are meant to improve lives, but also ensure that we achieve sustainable development as a country that is in the development process.
And of course, China's two sessions place growing emphasis on youth employment and skills training. Is Rwanda looking to deepen cooperation with China in vocational education, as I mentioned, skills training, and such areas in future?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, at some point during the implementation of what we called Vision 2020, we realized that we are maybe focusing that time around 2010 thereabout, we were focusing on tertiary education because we really badly needed people who have university degrees, because we didn't have many after the genocide. But at that point, then we did some skills audit and we realized that we have a huge gap in terms of vocational training, so that we get skills that can power the industries, can run the industries. So in textiles, in construction, in mechanical, in electrical engineering, we needed people in between. And we realized that China has actually heavily invested in vocational training, because these are the people who run the industries and various sectors. So we also had to focus on that. And we have a very important program between us and various Chinese institutions to train our young people at that level of vocational training, which is already hugely contributing to our economic transformation.
Yes, the ultimate goal is to empower the next generation.
Absolutely.
Of the two
with the
countries.
skills that are required in the industries. And now, more increasingly, we are using AI to train our young people so that they can catch up with the industrial transformation and the revolution that we see. And China being a leader in that space, we are also looking forward to continue bringing our young people here, but also bring Chinese technology companies in Rwanda to support that sector that is, poised to drive industrialization and economic growth in our country, and by extension to many African countries.
Great. It's great to have this opportunity again to talk to you, Mr. Ambassador.